Hey y'all, it's your baby Lux, and if you're new here, welcome. We love to have you. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I hope you enjoy the vibes. Before we even get into that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell to get notified every time I upload if you want to see more of me. So thank you for smashing that like button right now. Hold on, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Thank you. Alright, so let's get into this. We're just gonna be catching up with me
and explaining why I've been ghost on social media.
I've been going off of YouTube for my first video that I posted. It's been 5 months from that, and I've been ghost for my whole social life for about 3 years now. Like, yeah, I post on Instagram like once in a blue moon, but other than that, I don't interact with nobody or just put anything on social media. But we're gonna uncover why. So I would say this started about 3 years ago, around the time that I moved up here to the place that I'm at right now. I moved from the Bronx to a little place upstate, so I was dealing with a lot mentally through that whole transition. And if y'all know, comparing upstate and the Bronx is two different environments, so that's why it was just messing with like what did I truly value and like the type of people I was around and who I really was at the core. So it was just like a whole bunch going on mentally, and then some family shit as well, which led me to my first spiritual awakening. So I was just so overwhelmed with the transition that my whole social media life gone out the window. To be honest, if you weren't in my physical reality, like face to face, we wasn't chilling, you probably did not exist.
I'm a blunt person, so when I say do not exist, I mean that I understand that you have your life and I have my life. I'm not going to be calling and texting you to check up on what you're doing. You're always in my heart, but I'm focused on my physical reality.
Because I'm an in-person type of person. I like to have genuine connections and conversations and like just chilling with people in the physical, so that I know it's real. I value quality time in the physical. Again, in the physical. I'm not a social media type of person. So dealing with my physical reality and then my social media life, I was like, it had to go. Like, social media was just a distraction. It was like a highlight reel, putting up a facade, and like everyone getting so deep into what's going on in your life. I was like, yo, that shit really do not matter. So I just cut out social media altogether. Oh, I'm gonna be looking at my phone because I just wrote down bullet points so I can get as much information of what really happened. And I guess I was going to school up here. I had my 9 to 5. I was handling like all of the housework, like, you know, cooking, cleaning, my homework, doing everything I'm supposed to, working out, everything. But I was just so overwhelmed with anxiety and insecurities. It was just, everything was just coming on top of me because I turned into the ultimate people pleaser, because I was just obsessed with everybody liking me. It was just my job to make everybody around me feel comfortable. So I would just be doing things to make other people happy in my life, which led me to disconnecting from a part of myself that made me me. Like, I did not understand who I was, or I just didn't act how Monique would act. I would act as everybody else wanted me to act to benefit themselves. So I lost a part of myself during that time. I felt so unworthy of, why am I doing this? Why am I so obsessed with making other people happy? Because at the end of the day, I was so drained to give myself self-love. Like, I didn't know who I was, what I liked, like what my hobbies were. My hobbies were helping other people and making other people feel happy. So when that happened, I guess I had like a little mental breakdown. A little. It was a huge mental breakdown. That's why, like, it just took me on my whole spiritual journey. So during that mental breakdown, I was talking to my guys. I was like, yo, please put me on the path of self-healing. Like, please let me do what I have to do so that I don't feel my anxiety anymore, so that I can just be myself. Like, I know who I am. Like, I can feel myself. I can feel a sense of self-love, because I didn't know myself at all, and my confidence was so low during that time. Like, for example, I would look in the mirror and I would just see a big ass block. I could not perceive my self-image. And despite what everybody else around me was saying, like, oh, you find this, you find that, like this, that, and the third, I did not feel that at all. And I didn't know how to take it. I'd be like, okay. It was just so awkward and bad. And yeah, I'm laughing now because I've totally healed that part of my life. So it doesn't really matter. I told my life that I was committed to healing myself, because we're gonna get back to that fun, joyful, expressive Monique that I used to be. So with that, that's where shit hit the fan. That's where shit got real. And we were definitely not about to be on social media. Because when you go on the path of self-healing, it brings up all of your past wounds and traumas and all the negativity that you didn't like about yourself, that you suppressed in the back of your brain and you forgot about forever. Everything comes up. So depression was real. I ain't have no time for my 9 to 5. I quit my 9 to 5 and so glad this was over quarantine. Thank you. So I was able to collect that stimmy. It was just way too much work dealing with school and then my spiritual journey and then cooking and dealing with my family. Like, I would literally go to school. Once I got off of school, I would go to work. I went home. I would probably have to cook. I would just have to deal with schoolwork or like any other thing that I had to deal with. And then at the end of the night, I was freaking tired. All I was able to do was just smoke and go to sleep. That's it. I had no time for myself. So that's why I was just so overwhelmed with everything that was outside of me. I had no time for myself. Yeah, anxiety was real. Depression was real. As I was on that path of healing, I had no idea what I was doing. Not at all. I only knew that I had my intuition and I had the support of my guide.
And YouTube was a big part of my healing journey, because I was guided to different self-help videos, practices, and philosophies to help me along.
That I just had to keep on going. I know that phase of my life is called the dark night of the soul. I know people in the spiritual community, that's what they call it, because it's just a phase in your spiritual journey where you're going through a huge energy transition, and it's a learning process, and you're bringing up all of your karmic lessons to clear the way for what you are trying to bring into your life. It was just an upheaval of all the suppressed negative emotions that needed to be released. During my dark night of the soul, I didn't know this at the time, but the only reason why I was so depressed and I felt everything so deeply was because since I wanted to go on the path of self-healing, it had to bring up all of my traumas, and I was just feeling everything much deeply than it actually was, because I was just a sensitive soul. My psychic abilities was just picking up on everything like 10 times more. So depression, not a good look for me. But I just kept on pushing forward, not knowing what I was doing. I was just focused on clearing the mental, being stable within the mental, figuring out who I was, what I like to do, what are my values. I was just doing everything to reparent myself. That's another thing. That brings me into another topic: toxic environment. During that whole spiritual awakening, I realized that my environment wasn't the best fit for me. During my depression stage, that was just my main focus. My main goal was to have a deep-rooted self-confidence and self-love and know what I want in life, you know, just be happy. My goal was to be happy, because I wasn't happy for a very long time. Okay, so yeah, a little bit further along my self-healing journey, I feel like I wasn't as depressed, or my depressive episodes weren't as bad. I feel like I was getting used to it. It was getting easier for me to snap myself out of it and bring more love back into my being and be more confident. That's when I posted my first YouTube video. This is so bad, but I don't even know what it was called. Once I posted my first video, I thought I was ready, but no, I wasn't quite ready. I'll probably post something for like a week. I'll be active for a week and then I'll go ghost again. Come back again for 2 days and then ghost. It was because like I wasn't ready to come back out. My main goal was to have a deep rooted self-love and just be happy and confident within myself every single day. I wasn't at that level at all when I posted my first YouTube video. So after I did that, probably like 2 months after, I ran away. Yeah guys, I like legit ran away from my home. I was just guided to run away because I needed a change of scenery. Every day I was just be in the same environment, the same room, and I was just ruminating on remembrance of the past, because yeah, I was healing, but I wasn't healing to my fullest extent because I didn't see my full potential outside of the trauma. I just needed a change of scenery to get a fresh perspective and hone in on my own natural abilities and self-love that I built up within myself. So I would say I didn't tell anyone until the night of my flight. I packed up my stuff and I was gone. I was out, and when I tell you, that was the best experience of my life so far. Like, Arizona is always gonna have a place in my heart. Yeah, I ran away to Arizona, halfway across the country at 18 by myself. Did film a couple of videos. Like, I filmed getting ready to go to Arizona, me actually going to Arizona. I filmed a mukbang, and then y'all gonna figure this out anyways. I also recorded me dancing for the first time out there. That's a sneak peek. We'll see if I post those videos. I may do that as, like, you know, surprise videos each week. The dancing video, I may save that for a couple of months from now. So yeah, I just filmed a couple of videos out there because I did want to continue YouTube. I thought I was ready, but I ran out of storage on my phone, so I didn't record as much as I could. And plus, it was a time for me to be by myself with my own being, away from social media, away from anybody else, so that I could just hone in on my individuality and that I can take care of myself on my own, and that I am worthy and I can do what I want. But that dancing video, y'all probably gonna have to wait for that because we gotta wait for like to play out real quick. I came back from Arizona. I went out there for a month and I was just happy. Like, I was healed. Like, I was good. Like, I realized that, yo, the only reason why my depression and anxiety was so high was because I was in this toxic environment, ruminating and feeling all these energies every single day. So it wasn't really me. Going to Arizona made me see how free my being was, and that I don't have all of those negative thoughts. And I had to learn to protect my energy and my auric field because I am such a sensitive soul and I pick up on these negativity like really easily. I was healed once I got back from Arizona, which I'm so thankful for. I did wait a couple of months before I posted my next YouTube video, was because I just wanted to get used to this newfound me, this healed Monique, this Monique with the deep-rooted self-love. Like, I just wanted to feel it for myself and know that it was here to stay. And I told myself that I wasn't getting back on social media until I have this deep-rooted acceptance and love for myself. So now we're here, and bitch, we're loving it. This is all still a journey. It's still a process. Like, okay, so I'm gonna rename this channel to JOURNEYWNIQUES because we're just growing and evolving every single day. I'm not the same person I was yesterday. Y'all are just gonna come on this journey with me. Yeah, I've been through a lot, that was just like a little background on why I haven't been on social media or interacting with anyone like that. I feel so bad. Well, like a part of me really do feel bad because I left so many genuine connections, but it was all needed for me to figure out who I was and get familiar with my own energy. Like my sisters, y'all know who y'all are. Like I'm just so thankful for you guys because y'all really understood that I needed the space. Like I really did need the space. And the fact that y'all are still so accepting and loving of me, like I just love it, love it, love it. And I'm so thankful to have those genuine connections. And I know that this is just the beginning of this channel, but we're gonna be consistent because this is fueling my inner child and this is what I was meant to do. I took a break from social media for a good while. I accomplished my goal. And now this is the path of creating my inner vision, letting my inner soul express and co-create the life that it wants. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, I'm just excited that I can share it with you guys as well. Because this is all a big old soul family. I guess that's why I went ghost. And a little catch up to where I'm at in my life right now. I ain't want to make it too long, but I feel like this was definitely needed on my channel to always come back to. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Y'all know the drill. Bye. And now we're here. Are we here?